but the moments of awareness and giving up control are so nourishing that truly, like, it's kind of shocking. It's often a subtle nourishment, but I'm just like, oh wow, this is so peaceful and nice.
You fall into peace, right? You fall into peace. That is the difference. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Does have some nourishment, does have some ease. You do not fall into peace. You work for a kind of a good feeling. That's what 3 out of 4 is. And delicious, you fall into peace. It just wells up around you. And things are brighter. I have a dear friend who says, the water tastes so good. Right? It's just like you just, when we relax that controller, when we're not initiating from that controller, there is this inborn, fully capable, enormous capacity inside of you, inside of each of us, for peace. Deep, nourishing, satiating peace and a brightness and the aliveness. And it's a profound nourishment. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Makes sense.
Okay. So here's our practice, right? 1, are you good for another week in the location you are? Like, is it available? Do you want to be there?
No. Well, I didn't check if it's available. No, I'm gonna go. It's delicious for me to go see my mom. Like, she's got a guest room for me, and I'm a dog, and it's 90 minutes away. I can show up and spend 36 hours with my mom, and that's delicious, and that's easy. And so that's what feels delicious to me right now. So leave here tomorrow.
Hang on. Okay, great. This is a great example. I'm going to go to mom's, and it's 36 hours. Can you tell me if that's pure heaven? You could do that all day, every day.
Well, but no, I don't want to spend all day, every day with my mom. But seeing my mom once every 4 months for 36 hours, I mean, it could be longer than 36, but it's just, like, it's a very clear thing. Like, it's right. Like, to me, that's very delicious. Like, I didn't want her to come up here. Yeah, it's really good.
It's all very 3 out of 4 ain't bad, babe. It's all 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Okay. So let's do this. Is it pure heaven to see your mom? Just start with there. I don't care about the time. It's an hour or it's 40 hours or whatever. Is it pure heaven?
No.
Thank you.
I love my mom and she loves me, and sometimes it's pure heaven, but usually it's because I'm a good son and she's lonely. It's
Thank you. Thank you. So great. Right? So great. Thank you. That's beautiful. Yes. It is not pure heaven, and there's no guilt to that. There's no problem with that. Like, it just isn't. It absolutely is that 3 out of 4 ain't bad. It's a role. It's a role that I play. I get some ease. I get some nourishment. She gets some ease. She gets some nourishment. It ain't pure heaven. And one of the things that I have the data, so you can trust me on this. If it's not pure heaven for you, it's not pure heaven for her. Promise you. Because it is the same life. It is the same aliveness.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that she's conscious that it's not pure heaven. In her consciousness, she may think it's pure heaven, right? But it doesn't mean that she's done the level of inquiry and looking that you have. We're not asking for where her consciousness is. We're asking for what's true, what's real. And what's true and what's real is that it isn't pure heaven. Therefore, it's not pure heaven for her, which doesn't mean at times it could be absolutely delicious. But generally speaking, it isn't. Okay, That's worth knowing.
Yes.
Absolutely worth knowing. So where we're headed is pure heaven, the most alive, most delicious place. And in our human control system, we're like, there's a million reasons to not pick pure heaven. And in the money course that you're taking right now, we've got all those lists that you can see, right? If I pick pure heaven, then someone else has less. Like, my mother will go without. If I pick pure heaven, then I'm taking a privilege from somebody else, or I'm not good enough, or how dare I, or my job is to earn that. I have to earn heaven. I haven't earned heaven, so how could I just take it, right? We have a million conditioned control voices to not risk pure heaven, and which is why we keep settling for 3 out of 4 ain't bad. That's how that happens. Except that's control, not aliveness, and nobody wins in control. And everybody wins in life. So what's pure heaven if you could risk it right now? Where is it?
I want to go check out Bozeman.
Thank you. So is it pure heaven to just get on the road and head in that direction? Now we're starting to fine tune it. Or is it pure heaven to get on a computer and start researching? Where's heaven versus effort?
Heaven is to be there. I literally just.
Okay, but I'm going to pull you back.
Yep. Oh, go ahead.
But I'm pulling you back into this moment. We only have this moment, my friend. You got this moment. In this moment. Pause. Slow it down.
Mm-hmm.
Slow it down. Let me lead. In this moment, do your fingers ache and it's super fucking delicious to just get over there and do some research? Or in this moment, is it fucking delicious to think about it and kind of like bring some awareness and just have some rumination and inquiry in yourself? Or is it fucking delicious to start packing? Where is delicious?
Well, of those, it's none of those, right? Because in this moment, delicious is to go have a lovely afternoon outside here because it's sunny, right? So delicious is I'm here today, and but of that, it's delicious. The last 2 days has been ruminating on it, knowing, it's gonna I'm not ready to go there today, but so I've been ruminating on it. I guess that's been delicious.
Great,
continues to be
beautiful. Thank you. Okay, cool. So the first next place is the ruminating on that trip. Cool. And then you'll know because now you're just putting yourself in the lane of life. And now it's just going to come up under you if you're here, that you'll just pack and get in a car, or at some point, right? Like maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, right? Or you'll find yourself just yummily looking on the computer. Or you'll find yourself, it will come under you because your awareness is now aware of what's delicious. And this is really, really, really important. And I just want to take a moment to just really hone this in, that if we can at least identify where that pure heaven is, if we can just identify it, that puts us in the lane and lets it come up underfoot. In which case, we don't have to, air quote, figure it all out or make it happen. Some of us have a lot of make it happen. Some of us have a lot of hide from it, or we both have both, we can all have a lot of make this happen or hide from this happening. And all of those habitual actions that we move from can be challenging. So the simplicity, just to keep it super simple, is put the awareness on where that hell yes, that pure heaven, that totally delicious is. Put your awareness there, because your awareness is life. It's already life. It's already life. And there's nothing you need to do or control or force or make happen, or just put the awareness there. And then life will come up under you. Because sometimes it's really challenging things like this situation, right? Like, how do I cancel with my mom? My mom's so happy. But if it was an example of something heavier, like a relationship, and I don't want to be in the relationship anymore, or it's not delicious, or if it's a work thing and it's like my career, it's like, I don't want that. It's so hard to imagine how to exit that. Right? Yeah. In this case, how to not break my mother's heart. And what we want to do is we want to let life be the action. Let life orchestrate. Let life solve it. Because life is very good at living life. Life will do it. Life will do it. And life will do it in the most intelligent, most effective, most win-for-all way. Not you. So all you do, the simplicity, is you just put your awareness. So the awareness in this moment is on this trip. That's pure heaven, not visiting mom. And put your awareness there, and then let life solve the mom piece. I don't know how. You don't know how, but life sure as hell can.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, you're right.
Does it feel like a free fall?
Mine feels like a free fall.
Absolutely feels like a free fall. Absolutely. We are so conditioned to believe that we hold someone else's happiness in our hands, or we hold someone else's heartbreak in our hands. But it's life. You're not that important. You don't even exist. So just let life live life. And there's the simplicity of this, that simplicity. Put the awareness on where that is. And then you don't know how. You don't know how it's going to happen. For many, like in my life right now, it's like everything is moving in the opposite direction. So it's inconceivable to me how that delicious could happen. But I heard the delicious, which means I heard life. Is life capable of doing miraculous, incredible things? Yes.
Yeah.
But only if I hear that place of heaven, not from my mind. Not from my mind saying, my mind says this would be heaven. If my mind said this would be heaven, forget it. Like, it's not going to fucking happen. Like, forget it. But if we can hear in our being, in our system, where that deep, pure aliveness is, if we can hear that and put our awareness there, life will bring it into harbor.